Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Ilham here today. Welcome to my PBD final year speaking for my English assignment. Without any further ado, let's go. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ilham bin Crossmaster and I'm from 5 Usman. Topic that I choose today is all about global warming. What it is meant when it comes to global warming. The definition of the global warming is the unusually rapid increase in Earth's average surface temperature over the past century. As the greenhouse gases pool in the atmosphere, the Earth gets hotter. This process is leading to a rapid change in climate, also known as climate change. Next is the causes of the global warming. There is 4 main causes that I have listed, which is the greenhouse effect, water vapor, human causes and natural changes. Number 1 is the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the warming of climate that results when the atmosphere traps heat radiated from Earth towards space. Certain gases in the atmosphere resemble glass in a greenhouse, allowing sunlight to pass into the greenhouse, but blocking Earth heat from escaping into space. The gases that contribute to the greenhouse effect include water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxides, and chlorofluorocarbon, which is found in air conditioner. Number 2 is water vapor. Water vapor is water in gaseous instead of liquid form. It can be formed either through a process of evaporation or sublimation. Unlike clouds, fog or mist, which are simply suspended particles of liquid water in the air, water vapor itself cannot be seen because it is in gaseous form. Water vapor moves across the Earth's surface, cycling through a variety of storage areas. It is this cycling that shapes the climate of different regions across the globe, providing precipitation and supporting life. As the climate changes, the distribution and the cycling of water vapor changes as well. This means that the warmer the world gets, the more water vapor will exist in the air as evaporation rates from oceans, lakes and streams increase. Since there is more water vapor in the air, the water vapor itself contributes to more warming. Number 3 is human causes. The Earth has been changing for many years until now. It is still changing because of modern lifestyle of human. Human activities include industrial production, burning fossil fuels, mining, cattle rearing, or deforestation. First issue is industrial revolution. Industrial have been using fossil fuel for power machines. Everything that we use is involved in fossil fuel. Besides, industrial transportation such as cars is also releasing carbon dioxide from exhaust. Next is the common issue, which is deforestation. Deforestation is a human influence because humans have been cutting down trees to produce papers, woods, wood houses or more. If humans continue deforestation, carbon dioxide will concentrate in the atmosphere because trees can no longer absorb carbon dioxide from atmosphere. Today, there is more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than there ever has been in the past 800,000 years. During the 20th and 21st century, the level of carbon dioxide rise by 40%. Number 4 is natural changes. The climate on Earth has been changing since it formed 4.5 billion years ago. Until recently, natural factors have been the cause of these changes. Natural influence on the climate include volcanic eruptions, changes in the orbit of the Earth, and shift in the Earth's crust. Over the past 1 million years, the Earth has experienced a series of ice age and warmer periods. Next is effect of the global warming. Number 1 is oceans are warming and acidifying. The oceans have absorbed most of extra heat on carbon dioxide so far, more than the air, making the seas both warmer and more acidic. These changes to the ocean aren't occurring at the same rates everywhere. There are significant differences across gradients of temperature, latitude and depth. The rate at which water absorbs carbon dioxide decreases as water temperature increases. This means that polar regions like Alaska, where ocean water is relatively cold, can take up more carbon dioxide than the warmer tropics. As a result, polar surface waters are generally acidifying faster than those in other latitudes. and on average, warmer regions of the ocean are releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere instead of absorbing it. Number 2 is rising sea levels. Because of global warming, the thermal expansion of the ocean and glacier melting will continue to play a role in the rise of sea level in the future. This is why many glaciologists focus on how Greenland and Antarctica are changing because of global warming. There are 3 main ways that sea level can rise. Number 1 is ocean warming due to global warming causes sea level to rise because water expands as it warms up. Number 2 is the melting of the world's ice sheets, which flow over hills and valleys and occupies a large portion of a continent. The world has only 3 major ice sheets today, which is in Greenland, West Antarctic and East Antarctic. Number 3 is melting of smaller glaciers often located within a valley. The world has around 200,000 glaciers around the world. Number 3 is more frequent and intense extreme weather events. In 2015, for example, scientists conclude that a lengthy drought in California, the state's worst water shortage in 1,200 years, had been intensified by 15 to 20% by global warming. They also said the odds of similar drought happening in the future had roughly doubled over the past century. And in 2016, the National Academies of Science, Engineering and Medicine announced that we can now confidently attribute some extreme weather events like heat waves, droughts and heavy precipitation directly to climate change. In other words, global warming has the ability to turn a Category 3 storm into a more dangerous Category 4 storm. In fact, scientists have found that the frequency of North Atlantic hurricanes has increased since the early 1980s, as has the number of storms that reach categories 4 and 5. The 2020 Atlantic hurricane seasons include a record-breaking 30 tropical storms, 6 major hurricanes, and 13 hurricanes altogether. Last effect of global warming is hotter days. Across the globe, hot days are getting hotter and more frequent, while we are experiencing fewer cold days. Extreme heat can increase the risk of other types of disasters such as drought, and hot dry conditions can in turn create wildfire conditions. In cities, buildings, roads and infrastructure can be heated to 50 to 90 degrees hotter than the air, while natural surface remain closer to air temperatures. The heat island effect is more intense during the day, but the slow release of heat from the infrastructure overnight or an atmospheric heat island can keep cities much hotter than surrounding areas. Rising temperature across the country poses a threat to people, ecosystem and the economy. Last but not least is the solutions for the global warming. Number 1 is plant trees. Reforestation is the most cost-effective way to prevent global warming. According to research presented at the American Association for the Advancement of Science conference, trees absorb carbon dioxide, which makes up 82% of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. So, planting more trees can help reduce the amount of carbon in our atmosphere. In fact, we could remove roughly 2/3 of human-made carbon just by letting all forests regrow. Solutions number 2 is renewable energy. Renewable energy sources are important because they are clean. They avoid burning polluting dirty fossil fuels. This energy derived from natural resources which cannot be depleted over time and can be replenished within a short period. Some of the widely used renewable energy sources include solar power, wind energy, hydropower, biomass, geothermal, and waste conversion. Solutions number 3 is drive less. You can drive less by using public transportation, carpooling, biking or walking instead of using your own car. This will make enormous reduction in the amount of emissions you cause every day. Carpooling doesn't just save your money on gas and reduce the stress of driving. You can also save on fuel and parking costs. Giving up your car or driving less contributes to cleaner air and a heavier wallet. Biking and walking are 2 amazing ways you can get to different locations. Both of these activities are cheaper, more pleasant than sitting in a car for hours every day, and it will improve your physical and mental health at the same time too. Last but not least is recycle more. Most people don't realize it, but one way to reduce global warming is to recycle paper products. Paper recycling helps in the following ways. which is tree preservation. Recycling 1 ton of paper saves 70 trees from being cut down. Each tree helps reduce global warming by capturing and holding carbon dioxide, a major greenhouse gas. When you think of all of the things that you can do to help reduce global warming, remind yourself that recycling your paper products is an important step. And don't forget your cans and bottles. Recycling all types of containers save energy and natural resources, helping to reduce carbon emissions that contribute to global warming. That's all from me. I hope you guys enjoy and understand it. I'm wishing you guys a happy life. Stay safe, stay at home. Thank you so much.